Hey everybody, it's your girl Katia and welcome back to my channel, Cup of Soul Show. I know it's been a minute, but I've been super busy going to events and what else? Naturally screenings. So today we are going to talk about a movie that I saw last week that's been getting a lot of festival love and is really unique, but it's starring some really great people. The name of the movie is Sorry to Bother You. It stars Lakeith Stanfield. You may remember him as the gentleman from Get Out. He was the guy that was running, and when Daniel Kaluuya was taking a picture of him, he got all triggered and everything like that. He's the guy with the straw hat. Yes, he's also on Atlanta. It also stars Tessa Thompson, as well as Armie Hammer, Stephen Young, Omari Hardwick is in this, not Hardwick, Omari Hardwick is in this. Terry Crews got, man, he got an old school uncle hairstyle in this one. David Cross, Danny Glover, and Jermaine Fowler. And so it basically is about this young man who's struggling, right? And he has a job at this telemarketing company. And if you've ever had a telemarketing job, those are the worst freaking jobs. You're basically there for a paycheck. And he discovers, by altering his voice into quote unquote a white person, that he starts making sales. So he starts rising up and he starts making sales after sales. And then there is an upper echelon of telemarketing sales, aka the power caller. And people like in that area just thought it was just some nonsense that the supervisors were spewing in order to get people to really take their job serious. So people were like, oh yeah, you're just saying that's some BS to get us to really try. But oddly enough it is. So he gets called, you know, meanwhile the other workers are organizing a strike because of unfair wages, no benefits, usual nonsense that comes with working at these types of jobs. So he makes it up to power caller. And the movie's basically what happens when you start getting influenced by success and money and the things that you are willing to do in order to maintain that type of lifestyle. You know, all the things that you said you wouldn't do, but money and power and greed circumvent that, right? So it's even to the point where, like, you know, the power callers have their own elevator. In the power caller area, quote unquote, spoiler alert, they, you know, they only speak in their white voice. They never speak in their real voice. And everything is top notch. But he discovers that the thing that they're selling is really slave labor. But he pushes that to the side. The caveat in this is that Tessa Thompson, who plays his girlfriend, is this revolutionary girl. She does, she's artsy, she's for power for the people, she is like anti-establishment, all of that. You know, she's spray painting the billboards of the people that are doing the slave labor campaign, the people that he's basically working for. And she's like, what? Why would you, like, what is going on with you? So it determines like what ends up being more important with him, and all the things that you have to accept and all the things that you are going through as you're trying to, you know, normalize selling your soul, more or less. It's a really interesting movie. Like, I had to marinate on that before I did the review because there is a lot of symbolism, but the performances are stellar. Terry Crews is funny. You know, Tessa Thompson is really like a really great young actress, and you've seen her constantly giving you different looks. I think she's a good example of a young woman that's choosing good scripts, right? She's now at a point in her career where she's getting that mainstream money, but she's also still doing indie movies because it's just a good story. And I think, you know, in order for you to have a versatile career these days, you have to be able to do both, right? Some of that big script money isn't always going to be the most in-thought, in-depth type of stuff. but this is really makes you think, and it makes you say, okay, we all, in America especially, our ideology about success is having lots of money, right? And then you find out when you do get lots of success and you're sitting in VIP and all of that, that it's not all that it's made up to be. Are you willing to sacrifice your self-respect and your dignity in order to do these things, in order to maintain this lifestyle? And Lakeith Stanfield gives a really, really good performance as the young man dealing with the struggle and having to figure out, okay, what do I do? Do I help my family? Do I elevate? Do I, you know, I can't, like, being revolutionary doesn't pay the bills. Revolutionary is going to keep us out in the streets. Or do I, you know, do what I got to do to elevate? And then once you elevate and you get all that stuff, you realize, I have all this stuff, but I'm really lonelier than I was before. And he puts, the name of his character is Cassius Cash. Ding, ding, ding. And Tessa Thompson's character's name is Detroit, and she really, like I said, she makes her own earrings, her hair, everything, and she does all the little side hustles that one does, you know, holds a sign. She also ends up working in a telemarketing place, all of those things in order for her to be able to still be an artist, you know. It's funny little things like the car that he drives at the beginning of this movie. You know, you totally can relate, like, you know, she's on wiper duty because the windshield wipers don't work. There's another little funny part in the movie. I've never been that broke, but you know, when you back when gas was like 99 cents, I have put like $5 worth of gas for me to have enough gas for me to get to work so that I can have my paycheck and deposit it in the bank. So it's funny, but those types of things are what make you stronger, and those things that, you know, make you appreciate when you can go to the gas station and be like, 40 on pump 3, that type of stuff. So he goes to the gas station, and spoiler alert again, he puts in the 40 cents and he says 40 on 3, and the girl's thinking like, oh, you know, $40, but then she looks down and it's 40 cents. Yeah, it gets real sometimes, and the car is smoking and everything like that, and the struggle is real. This movie comes out July 6th. It'll be out in limited release because it was on the festival circuit and got bought up. So if you get a chance to see it, it most likely will be in the bigger cities like Philadelphia, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and so forth. So you're going to probably have to drive a little bit to be able to see it. But make sure that you do. It's definitely definitely a think piece, and there's some wonderful performances. If you've had a chance to see Sorry Not to Bother You, please definitely, Sorry to Bother You, excuse me, if you had a chance to see Sorry to Bother You, make sure share your thoughts. As always, leave your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you disagree with my review. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you at the next go.